Next on Worcester News Tonight, tragedy on the Mass Pike in Charlton. A state trooper killed on duty, how he is being remembered. And college basketball fans are out in the city tonight rooting on Holy Cross in the NCAA tournament. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Olivia Lemon. Heavy hearts tonight after a veteran of the Massachusetts State Police Department is killed on duty. Trooper Thomas Clardy was seriously injured during a crash in Charlton earlier today. He later died of his injuries. Our Patricia Nicholas has more.
44-year-old State Trooper Thomas Clardy was doing his job Wednesday, conducting a traffic stop on the Mass Pike, when another driver slammed into his cruiser.
The tremendous impact of the crash pushed the cruiser into the Tahoe stopped in front of it, and then off that vehicle and onto the grassy side of the highway.
State Police Colonel Richard McEwen says troopers and first responders found Clardy with traumatic injuries in his vehicle. He was transported to UMass Memorial Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. The driver of the car, a 30-year-old from Worcester, is being criminally summoned with negligent operation of a motor vehicle.
We are also seeking an immediate threat suspension of his license with the Registry of Motor Vehicles. The investigation is ongoing to determine whether further charges will be sought.
Clardy was a Marine Corps veteran. State police say he had a reputation as a hard worker and a good state trooper. He has worked at various barracks but was assigned to the Charlton Barracks since 2012. Clardy leaves behind a wife and 6 children ranging between the ages of 4 through 17.
The Massachusetts State Police are devastated for their loss. They will never be able to fill the hole that is left in their lives from this day forward. But they will always be part of the State Police family.
Patricia Nicholas, Worcester News Tonight.
Thank you, Tricia. Tonight, residents in Trooper Clardy's neighborhood of Hudson are remembering the man they call a great neighbor and a great father. Brian Burnell has that part of the story.
I'm just shocked. My heart goes out to his wife and his kids, and it's just a shock the more I hear about it.
His fellow troopers providing security and what comfort they can to the family of fallen Massachusetts State Trooper Thomas Clardy. He was a Marine Corps veteran who joined the state police in 2005. The married father of 6, ages 4 to 17, is in the hearts and minds of his colleagues.
He was extremely well liked by the men and women he worked with, and had a reputation as a hard worker, a good trooper, and a great man. He was known for his professionalism and dedication. All who knew him have today borne witness to his outstanding character.
People in the Clardy's neighborhood describe a big, happy family.
He's a great father. He has, I believe there's 6 children. I'm a math teacher for his daughter, Emma, who's in the 6th grade, and they're just a great family. You see them out moving around, walking the neighborhood, little one in his little wheelie car. The girls love to have lemonade stands.
Now this neighborhood will come together to help the Clardy's as they deal with this unspeakable tragedy.
And as a neighborhood, we just hope that the kids know that everybody around respects what their father did.
I mean, I hope they can know that they can count on, the neighborhood and the town to really to help them out with anything they need.
And that was Brian Burnell reporting. The day after his body was found in the Charles River, the family of Harvard native Zachary Marr is thanking the agencies who searched for their son. Zach's father gave a statement Wednesday at the Harvard Police Department. He says the outcome was not what the family was hoping for, but they are happy Zach's body will be brought home. State police confirmed Marr was found in the Charles River in Boston Tuesday. He had been missing since February 13th. Matthew Marr says his message to other families is never take time together for granted.
Time to hug your children and tell them that you love them. And children, take the time to pick up the phone and check in with your parents once a week, or as often as possible. Even if it's just to say hello, it means more than you will ever know.
The search for a missing elderly man in Paxton has entered its third week. We first reported family members were looking for 88-year-old Ali Kamhaz back in February. His grandson, Zachariah Ismail, says Ali suffers from dementia, which causes him to mix up dreams and reality. Ali apparently walked out of the family's home on William Allen Drive. Ismail is hoping someone is taking care of him while not realizing he does have a home.
Me and my friends, and actually a few of Paxton residents here and my neighbors have gone in search groups into the woods, tried to look for him. We've gotten a helicopter, we've gotten an airplane, we've gotten canines, we've gotten literally everything under the sun that you could probably think of to try and find him, and we just haven't gotten lucky. I'm trying to hold on to hope. I really am. I mean, it's getting tougher every single day.
The family tells us it will be a month this Sunday since Ali was last seen. They are still hopeful he will be found safe. If you have any information, you are asked to call Paxton Police. To other news now, college basketball fans in the city are cheering tonight. Dozens of Holy Cross students packed the perfect game to watch the Crusaders in the NCAA tournament. It wasn't hard to spot Holy Cross fans tonight. They came dressed in purple to support their team. Fans had plenty to cheer about early as the Crusaders built an early lead over Southern. The team's improbable run to the NCAA has the Holy Cross community energized.
Great to see Holy Cross getting this national recognition, because we bleed purple up here on the hill. Now are they going to pull it off tonight? I think they got a good chance of winning the whole thing.
This is crazy awesome. I mean, I'm a senior, and finally getting to experience this before I graduate is like the best thing ever.
Holy Cross's run will continue. They won tonight and now move on to play #1 seed Oregon. Kevin will have complete highlights and reaction from the team later in sports. A lot of eyes were on the Holy Cross men's basketball team tonight. It's been more than 60 years since Holy Cross last won a game in this tournament. Our Tim McCone sat down with members of the 1953 team today to take a look back.
Heading into the 1953 season, expectations were high for Holy Cross.
We had a strong nucleus coming back, so we knew we were going to be good. And the 3 years that I was here, in my sophomore year, we were a top 10, top 20 team every year.
But in a game against Wake Forest early in the year, the Crusaders admit they didn't bring their A game.
They spanked us. They beat us by about 20 or 25 points.
We didn't play well, and we didn't show up like we wanted to play, and we played poorly. We knew we could play better than that.
The Crusaders would bounce back, and as the season progressed, they hit their stride.
Finished with an 8-game winning streak, which got us into the tournament itself.
It was no secret that we were coming together at the right time, because postseason was what you play for.
After an opening round win against Navy, the Crusaders were set for a rematch with Wake Forest, and Holy Cross was ready.
I didn't worry about the other team. They had to worry about me.
And for good reason. The Crusaders got their revenge, beating Wake Forest 79-71. A key decision from Holy Cross coach Buster Sherry helped keep Wake Forest star in check.
Buster Sherry put Father Markey, Earl Markey, on Williams, and Williams only got 12 points. So after the game, we're walking off the court, and he comes running up to me. "Why didn't you play me? Why didn't you play me?" And I looked up at the scoreboard, and I just shook my head as if to say, "That's why, because we won."
The 1953 win was the last for Holy Cross in the NCAA tournament, but these Crusaders are hoping it all changes tonight.
I'd love to see them win today, so people won't have me here on TV saying it's 65 years now, 68.
Tim McCone, Worcester News Tonight.
Thank you, Tim. Worcester is a step closer to hosting a registered marijuana dispensary. The agreement announced today would mean money for the city, but not everyone in the neighborhood where the dispensary would be located are happy about it. Our Andy Madison has the details.
60% of Worcester voters support it. Now the city is one step closer to hosting a registered marijuana dispensary.
A lot of people feel like it's an important kind of public health tool, that people who are dealing with pain and certain chronic conditions need this kind of medicinal use of marijuana. So they're going to be cited somewhere.
Today, the city announced they won't oppose plans for a marijuana dispensary. The city has been in talks with Colorado company Good Chemistry, who now moves on to the next phase of the application process. Good Chemistry has agreed to pay the city $450,000 over 3 years, donate money to public charities, and also give a percentage of sales to the city. It is the largest agreement between a city and medical marijuana dispensary in the state.
I'm sure there are concerns, and that's why we had such a thorough process, but the voters of Massachusetts approved this. The voters of Worcester voted more than 60% to approve medical marijuana when it was on the ballot.
But on Harrison Street, where the dispensary would be located, not everyone is excited for the new business.
I don't think that this is the proper area for it. I mean, we've got a school right up the street. We've got 2 schools right up the street.
Neighboring businesses have raised concerns about the dispensary in public meetings about parking and the location. There are still many more steps to go before anything is official, but the city manager also indicated this could be the first of several dispensaries in Worcester.
I understand the benefits of it, but I don't think we should have it here. I think it should be, I said it should be down right down at the hospital.
Andy Madison.